Hello everyone, Josh here with Exodus Games, bringing you guys episode 3 of our free-to-play series for Awaken Chaos Era. As you guys and gals can see, we are currently level 18 now for our account. My username, of course, is F2P verse. I think I still have some room for some friends, so if anybody has any really good solid units that are at least 6-star and they would like to friend me, I would really appreciate it. So definitely go ahead and send me a friend request. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get everybody, but I'll definitely try to get as many in as I possibly can, because it, of course, will help me out throughout the series as well. And maybe even some of our episodes will feature you. So that's cool, right? So as I said in episode 2, we were going to go ahead and do some summons off camera, because it's just going to be kind of like sporadic summoning, because obviously we're not going to get a bunch of summons in a lump sum anymore going forward. Unless they do some kind of giveaway or event or something. But a good and bad thing happened here. So if we go to our summons here, you'll notice that we are guaranteed to get a legendary on our next pull. Now, I was not sure if this was actually going to make me hit the full pity. Now, it sucks that I had to go the full 100, which kind of is terrible. You know, obviously you don't want to see that. But the good news is I at least know that the next one will be a legendary, thus I can make a video and give it to you in episode 3. So I guess that's kind of exciting, so we can all kind of see what the legendary is going to be together here in episode 3. So let's go ahead without further ado and get it done. And I do not know what legendary I want. I don't know what to expect. Honestly, I don't even know if it's a good legendary if we're even going to be able to build it up, because building up a legendary free to play is very, very difficult. I'm pretty much free to play on my main account as well, but I can't technically classify it as free to play because I did use tokens that I got from the beta. So, you know, obviously I can't classify it as such. But a big issue is, of course, resources and stamina. So if it's a really, really good legendary, it's tempting. If it's better than a Vera, maybe we kind of bench her and then swap her out for whatever the legendary may be, because we have really no investment into a Vera. We got her to 5-star. She has no dupes, she has no skill ups, and I believe she's only like level 2 glyphs, so she has like virtually no investment. So I would not feel bad having to bench her if this, of course, is a better legendary than we currently have. But I would say one of the best case scenarios is to actually get a dupe of a Vera, because then it would further help a legendary that we've already kind of started to build up, at least somewhat. So that's a possibility. If it's a Light Dawn Evelyn, that would be fantastic. Obviously, she's like one of the best, if not the best units in the entire game, because of the way she allows you to get additional turns. Her trait works for several turns as well, both offensively and defensively. So that would be a solid pickup. And I would say another legendary that I'd really look forward to that'd be pretty decent as well. Let's see. Cyrus would be good, because we can actually technically farm her dupes up because of the synthesize option in the game. Even though it's not very free to play friendly because of the resources you need, it's still possible to do it over the course of time without dealing with any kind of RNG. So that'd be probably another solid pickup. And we do lack water units as well outside of our William, so perhaps maybe I really don't want a Hydrisia again, but it wouldn't be terrible. And like I said, we do lack a water DPS, so we may run into some issues because we're still kind of very wood heavy right now. I don't know, but we'll see what it is. We're going in right now. Wish me luck, and I thank you all for watching. As always, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's try to get 50 today, guys. Here we go. What's it gonna be? Okay, this is a bit ironic, because I did say we were lacking some water on our team, and we in fact got water. We got Sierra. Now Sierra's changes from when she was in beta are exceptional. Like, before, Sierra used to be probably the worst legendary in the entire game. She was so bad, in fact, that she was virtually rendered useless on hard tower onward, for the simple fact that her entire kit was based around doing things that were not allowed to be used in hard tower at the time. Like, you couldn't do stuns, for example, and she had pretty much a whole kit of crowd control, and you couldn't do anything with her kit. So she was just downright awful. So her changes are phenomenal because she allows you to increase more damage on her skill 1, which is very good. She's going to be very good for Ash Magisteria runs. She's going to be good for guild bosses when they're taking on the fire boss. So she has a lot of versatility there. However, I don't know if I'd want to build her particularly over a more free-to-play unit like a Nathalia, because obviously she's going to be easier to pull, easier to skill up. So I don't know if we're going to use Sierra. But you know what? I'm going to let you guys and gals decide my fate, because this is going to be a more interactive series. As I've said previously, I want you guys and gals to be more involved with kind of how we, build up this account and carry it on into, the future. So let me know. Tell me in the comment section below, or you can go ahead and tweet me on my Twitter, obviously, at XSPlays, because we're going to be doing more polls and stuff like that over there that is going to be incorporated into content. So definitely make sure you follow me over there on Twitter. And let me know, do you want me to put Sierra in the main team for Avera, or do we just continue on with Avera for now? Let me know. You guys and gals can decide my fate. Now, Sierra does offer an AoE when there's enemies that are under 50% HP because of her passive, so that might be very helpful. Whereas Avera probably has more damage output potential, but she is a bit more RNG. At least with Sierra, we have a little bit of control over what we do with her. So again, let me know in the comment section below, because it's definitely a tough one. We did need a water DPS. We already have Zatlix covering our wood for now. We have William as well, which can make her skill 1 even more powerful. And since we do have Zatlix, that's going to probably be our first 6-star going forward. We'll be able to farm up, water dungeons a lot more smoothly than we would the other way around for Avera, because right now we have no fire units. So trying to farm up her skill ups right now for the Obsidians on stage 7 onward is very, very difficult. So there is some negatives and some positives there for running either or. And you know what? We have 2 single summons. Let's go ahead and just pop them and see what we get. Generally, I'd like to save up 10 and do them back to back. But sometimes we get some luck on these single summons, which we did not get there. But again, let me know what you guys want to see here. Do you want to see Sierra or do you want to see Avera? Because we probably need to start establishing our core 4 right now. I had a mission that I had to do early in the game and I didn't have anything else, so I just grabbed Marion. Again, no investment really, just quick threw her up to 40, and I used her for like a couple days. We might use her again in the future. She is still a really solid unit because of the lifesteal, her defensive down, and all that other good stuff. But right now, and by the way, guys, off camera, we pulled a win streak, so we can actually start doing some PvP now a little more effectively than we were before. We finally got our speed up unit, so that's great. Now I have win streaks on both my accounts. Again, Avera has no investment. She's literally, all of her skills are at 1. She just has whatever gear that we have on her. Her glyphs are only level 2. We barely even did anything on her level 2. So we barely have any glyph investment. We have no ability investment. We have no dupes in her. We've put no, ascended stones or anything like that, because obviously we don't have any. But if we did, we didn't put them in there. And she's only level 40. So literally we could swap her out at any time and it would cost us nothing at all. We're slowly working on Mary. I'm actually using the Celine probably as fodder, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, we got our Mary. We don't have no dupes for her yet, so we're gonna work on her slowly as best we can. We got our Connor with a couple dupes in him as well. Obviously, we're gonna be using him and Mary the most of all elites in the game, because these are by far the top 2 elites. Period. Like, it's not even debatable. We have our William level 50 now, and William, much like our Zatlix, I do believe is now, glyph level 3. So we're going to definitely keep working on their glyphs when we get into mythic difficulty. I believe I'm on 9-8 of hard mode. So we are getting very close to getting out of hard mode and going into mythic difficulty, guys. Now, I am running 2 accounts plus work and other personal things in the family, so I am very stretched for time, but I'm definitely trying to grind this account as best I can. You can see here, we already have him completely abilitied out, which is really good. William is very close. As you can see, his ult's done. His skill 1 needs 1 more, and his skill 2 is done. So we're literally right there on the cusp of being done with Williams for abilities, which is awesome. Hopefully we can get a couple dupes of him somehow. Now, the current event at 5,000 points will give us the first dupe for our William, but we still need a second one to really take advantage of that amazing trait of his. Our Zatlix is very tempting to give him a dupe as well, but to be honest, his most important dupe is his first one for the additional 15% base attack, which we can technically get after a little bit of grind from here, from our Covenant. So I'm not as worried about giving Zatlix that dupe stone first. As I said, you can go to the events here, and the current, I believe the hero promotion event, which we still have over 5 days left on. I'm going to try and do my best to hit at least 5,000 points, because this is by far the best reward we've gotten from any of these events so far, because that is a legit guaranteed dupe for any of your epics. And of course, that's going to go straight to William, top 5 unit in the game. He's going to be used in pretty much almost all your teams. There's going to be very few times you're going to take William out of your team. He's a game-changing unit. So there's a little update there for you guys. So you can see there our Zatlix. We're also working on his gear slightly. We got him up to 79% crit rate, which is a little bit more than he needs. He only needs 70 because his passive obviously gives him the additional 30. I mean, it's okay to sometimes be over 100, but you don't necessarily need it, especially if you can use those stats elsewhere. But, you know, obviously when you're starting out, or if you're running a free-to-play account, you got to use what the gear gives you. You can't really be too picky with gear for now. You're going to be able to do that later down the road. So we are a little bit over the crit rate that I would like to have, but our crit damage is looking pretty decent right now, almost 200%, and we don't even have his glyphs done yet, which is going to give him a little bit more. He's going to get more attack from his glyphs, obviously, and base stats, speed, and all that other good stuff. We got him almost 2k attack, level 50, no dupes, of course. Hopefully we'll get that at some point, or if we pull one, that'd be even better. His gear right now, we have him on that story gear. He's basically just rocking a story gear. We're just working on getting that all maxed out. These boots, I'm not really a big fan of these boots, but they are because they're only 4-star. I'd like these to be 5-star, but they're the only boots I've had so far that have attack percentage, and they fit with the set that I'm using. So there's that. Like I said, William, like these guys are just rocking random gear right now. Even our Vera is just rocking whatever gear we got from story or just some random drops. I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I have to work with, but I think we're doing pretty well. So that's our character. That's our setup for now. Like I said, if you guys want to see Sierra take a Vera's place, it's just a unit that you don't see as often. You know, maybe we could throw her in there, because then we'll have a green unit, 2 blue units, and a red and light unit, depending on when we run Mary or Connor. Sometimes we might run both, and you know, take out maybe our legendary at that point. Depends what the content wants us to do. But yeah, we'll have kind of a mix of colors in. Of course, we're also going to have another wood unit in Windstrex for primarily PvP or areas where we really need our team to go first. So she's going to be very helpful there. So we have a few decent units to build up here, guys and gals. Very excited about that. Oh, that's going to be very helpful with doing that event. So really, what we're going to be working on for the next couple days is glyphing out more of our characters, trying to progress more through story and get to Mythic 1-1 at least, because that is the goal. Because then we start getting into 5-star gear drops, and we can start popping off EXP items to start getting a ton of jelly to complete that event, get our dupe, put it in a William, and then start gearing up our William a lot better. You know, maybe slightly tweaking our Zatlix's gear. And then, you know, our other units start filling those out, and maybe even start getting, you know, some better gear for even our Windstrex. Even if it isn't a full speed set, it might be decent enough. And be honest, Sierra might be a great option for that as well, because then we can at least farm Ash, because Ash by far still seems like the easiest boss now. After all the changes from beta to soft launch, which is weird because before it was Tulpa. Now it's been kind of flipped around. It's so weird. Whatever. But yeah, so it's like, you know, the more I talk about it, the more I'm kind of talking myself into Sierra, but I still know the damage potential with Avera is still very great. So it's like, it's still tough. That's why I'm going to let you guys and gals decide my fate on that, as we've already mentioned. Now, a quick few other updates before we got here. I just wanted to make sure you guys get a lot of insight on what we have accomplished over the weekend. So if we go to the dungeon, You'll know that obviously we've unlocked dispatch because we're now about the hunt 16, which we're going to do that 16 to 20. No problem. I think we'll be okay with those. I'm saving those for the foodie guide today because I think I'm gonna be able to get to that point where it asks me to do 5 bounties. So I'm trying to save that. Otherwise, I'll just get it done obviously before reset. Now, Void Tower, we're now sitting on floor 40. I got to do some tweaking and gear up a little bit better on my William, and then I think we'll be able to do normal 40 pretty decently. It's just I need to work on a little bit of gear because right now I still struggle a little bit on the 3rd wave. But we're definitely progressing through there. Arcane Dominator, I haven't done a lot, but I was just kind of going through trying to get all these up to 5 just for the quests and stuff like that. So we still have to do Ash and Roaring Tulip, obviously, but we're getting there. And then No Man's Land, I went ahead and did all these up to 5 or higher, so that's really, really good. And that's pretty much our progress. And as I already said, with story mode, we are sitting at hard mode chapter 9, and I believe we're on 9-8. No, we're on 9-6. My apologies. So we're on 9-6 of hard mode, heading into chapter 10, and then hopefully we can clear out chapter 10 in the next couple days, and then get to mythic. And that is the goal, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the full update for episode 3. Hopefully you guys got a lot of juicy information. Hopefully you guys like the progress so far of the account. Our stamina situation is sitting at about 63 right now, so it's not terrible. Our resources are getting a little bit low. We got pretty decent amount of gold for the most part at the moment. You can see here we're at 442k jelly, but that jelly will go up quite a bit when we enter mythic difficulty for sure. And we're just doing what we can. I got this account in my main guild as well. So I'm doing the, the daily guild boss stuff as best I can to try and get the guild coins, use those for whatever I need to, using arena for more stamina meals if I need to, just doing what I can. And I did beat the first trial tower, level 20. So we'll be doing level 30 today, which shouldn't be too difficult with the team that we have so far. So that's my update, guys. I'm getting out of here. We've been talking for 17 minutes. Hope you guys all enjoy. If you guys want to see this series continue into episode 4 and beyond, don't forget to smash that like button, tick notifications, subscribe to the channel, and of course follow me on Twitter at XSPlays. Also, feel free to join us in the Discord in the description below as well, so you guys can kind of talk to me and other members of the community more often, get some help and advice when we can give it, when we're available, and just to have a great time. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys and gals. Until next time, as always, peace.